Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Live stream 212. How are you? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. So, that's right, friends. We are back once again with another live stream. How bizarre. How bizarre. I hope everyone is okay. I am okay. Had a nice day. Went to the local mall with my friend Richie G. And he bought himself a watch. A nice Seiko green turtle. Pretty fantastic, I thought. I really liked it. Like I was getting jealous. I was getting restless leg. I was like, ooh, I want to buy something, but I've got no money. Oh no. I did buy my friend a candle today. Not Richie G, just a friend. And I bought myself a candle too. A Bois d'Argent candle. Can you believe, right? Can you believe that they do not keep the best candles out on show? It's fucking outrageous, peeps. I can tell you. It's fucking outrageous. But not to worry. Not to worry. Whoa, it's fucking warm in this room, I can tell you. Ooh, Saab Replay, thank you. Saab Replay has donated via coffee. I appreciate it, my friend. I had some ribs for my tea, which was nice. I need to turn the volume down so I don't get feedback. And then eventually what I need to do is go to my channel, click on my page, my fucking stream, Stream Dreamy. What is going on? There it is. Gentlemen, ladies, friends of all ages, on Monday, it is a week before Christmas. I need to get my friend a Christmas present, even though I haven't spoke to her for a week. And then I need to get my mum a Christmas present. I think she wants a couple of jumpers. So I will buy them. Welcome DJ, welcome Pulp Ephemo, welcome Saab, welcome Paroli, welcome Pulp Ephemo again. Paroli is wearing Celine Eau de Californie. And welcome Stephs. Stephs is wearing Versace versus Womo. And a sample of Patchouli Noisette, but I don't like it, says Pulp Ephemo. Stick with it. I liked it, and then I didn't like it, and then I started liking it again. Very, very strange and different and interesting, is it not? Mousse de Sable and Vanille Havane are the best of the house, says Paroli. Haven't tried the cologne. I love Fujiyama Road, though. I would love it if it didn't have a fucking whopping great fucking tube of rose in it. The colognes are solid. They're brilliant, to be fair. Boz, Dev, Micah, Ty. Pradeep, Man, rocking hair today in this cold ass weather. Love it. I am happy it works for you. DJ. You're going to try the Parfum d'Empire candles. I would like to. I would like to try a Cia Trudon one, but I don't know if I would like to buy that one, the Beeswax Absolute. But I'm unsure as to how to go about it because they're not cheap. Buying a candle to try and impress the yoga instructor, eh? I think she's married. I've seen her with rings on. So that's a shame, bless her. Was that in H Beauty? I've only seen one or two of those candles on display and they forgot to even produce candles, to be honest. Incense Encens Mystique. Easily mistakable for Encens Mythique. But Encens Mystique is quite good. Amber Nuit is brilliant. The Bois d'Argent one's amazing. One of the best candles I've smelled, to be honest. I have an Eau Noir candle, but I don't know if they still do one. I wasn't expecting them to have one, so I bought two today. I got one for myself and I got one for my mate. I'll buy you a matcha latte, Rich. Go on then. All Beauty has free shipping to Israel, which I think is mental. Well, I mean, if you take advantage of that, hard. Welcome, Denny's Osby. I do not believe I have seen you before. Thank God you are here. Welcome. Please come in and sit down. Scent of the day for me was Santal Majuscule. What a scent. I love that shit. That is absolute fire. That stuff is brilliant. PK, welcome. Merhaba. Evening, Andrej. PK, turn on, tune in, drop out. Hoi hoi, welcome. Egoist is your scent of the day. I've got an interesting tale about a fucking Chanel and fragrance. Ebony! Eugene, welcome. Pop Femo says, I don't find it different, actually. Seems a mainstream Middle Eastern kind of perfume. You can still marry her, it's just a few extra steps, says Baroli. She fixes me hip, I'd do anything for her. Do you know what I mean? Now testing Unum Contre Bombarde Incense Caramel Amber. Interesting, but quite sweet. That's interesting. That must be a new one. Paris G, welcome. Hello. I think it's the first time I've seen Paris G as well. Please come in. Have you tried New York Intense by Nikolai Parfum Creator? Yes, but I preferred Bois de Portugal. Dennis, can you send some Turkish coffee? Probably not. Probably be cold by the time I got here, wouldn't it? Certainly where you live it would. She might get unmarried when you show up in yoga pants. She doesn't wear yoga pants, actually. I was talking to someone about yoga pants today. Well, me and Richie G were talking to the sales associate about yoga and yoga pants. It was quite strange. Eugene is wearing geranium Pour Monsieur in this weather. That's outrageous. I was smelling Fougère Nobile this morning. Dear God, it is a good one. Is it a good one? We have replied in comments to each other here and there, but yeah, it's my first time on live streams. Welcome, Denise. Thank God you are here. Toothpaste for him, but seriously, it sounds great. Eugene Mars are just out of my radar at the minute. I think it would work really well in Israel, actually. Have a good workout, as I can show you best. No scent of the day. Someone is not wearing a scent. No scent of the day. My Greco samples came in, and what do you make of them? Emergenza Festivale. Welcome. You have retracted your message, which is unfortunate. But hello, how are you? Afternoon I smell. Heading to the gym, but I'll be listening in. So good at rhymes. It's so warm in here, my God. Incredible warmth. Never known such warmth. Rich, what's your favourite summery fougere? Ooh. Beau de Jour. Maybe. Yeah. Or Gucci Nobile. Following that, your favourite wintry fougere, probably the same. I think fougères are pretty much, you can wear them a lot all the time. I really like Smalto from Smalto Pour Homme. Those Smalto Pour Hommes are fucking great fragrance. I can't wait for spring to wear Roadster again. I don't know why this fragrance is so addictive. Honestly, what a scent Roadster is. It's devastating that they've got rid of it. Devastating. It's got this mint bergamot, this mint and bergamot, right, combined to give this appley kind of smell. Smells like apples. And then the patchouli comes out later and it mixes with the mint, because the bergamot's usually died off by then. And it mixes with the mint and you get this kind of mint choc chip ice cream sort of smell. No scent of the day. I can't wait for spring. Rahat Lokum. Haven't got to the Yemet. Haven't got to them yet. Okay. Alright, now I'll just wear Samsara EDT tonight. I have 2 bottles, so no harm, no foul. Welcome, Tim Wilcox. Wearing Rose de Jamal. Is this my best rose? Yes, it is. It is one of the finest roses available to humanity. It's one of the finest fragrances. It's genuinely one of the best smelling perfumes, I think, objectively, in my collection. I got a feeling Rich doesn't like sweets or can't eat them. Au contraire, Rich is addicted to sugar, and he needs to get the fuck off that shit, lest he fucking perish at a young age. Oh yeah, some Lacoum would be good. In the meantime, everyone can smell Rahat Lacoum while waiting for the delivery, says Denise. My wife likes Cartier Roadster on me, and she barely likes anything that I wear. It leans a bit on the classic side. That's so good, though. Welcome, Fragrance Journey. How are you? Goat. Goat. Mint choc chip is a great way of describing the dry down. It really is. It's fucking fabulous. I'm from a Russian-speaking family, so that's, what do they call it, says Dev. I've got Bel Arm in my hand. It's getting on my fingers. I think I might light this little candle, actually. Ooh! Actually, no, I think I'm going to light a bigger candle. Yes. Journey is a good band. Don't stop believing and all of that, says Dev. I remember the first time I heard that. I hadn't heard that till I was in my 20s. Crazy. How did that get by us? But it did. And where's my settings? Please bear with us. There we go. There we go. Don't stop breathing. What we got here? Nargile. Oh, I bought these 2 Bois d'Argent candles today. This isn't one of them. This is Nargile by Diptyque. Bought these 2 Bois d'Argent candles today, and the girl was like, would you like a lid? I thought, you fucking cheeky little bastard. I didn't actually think that, but I thought, no, I don't want a fucking lid, because it'll cost an arm and a leg. Anybody tried La Couche de Diable before? The online sample store I usually buy from now has that fragrance in stock, and I'm really curious. I thought it was quite nice, but not the greatest perfume in the world. Bel Arm is better than Dior Homme, doesn't matter the version, says Fragrance Journey. Journey is a good band. I'm still in Rock, horse underwear, plus compost, plus green chutney. Fucking Christopher Sheldrake knows what he's doing. He knows his way around a perfume, does he not? Does he not? I love I'll Be Alright Without You. So, today, friends, what did I do? I went to the mall to meet Richie G. And I did something outrageous. I decided before I was going to go that I'm just going to wear my vintage Antaeus. And I'm going to give Richie G what remains of my modern Antaeus. And on the way in, I smelled it a couple of times and I was like, ooh, that's nice. And I thought, I wonder how old this bottle is. So I put the oh, for God's sake, I put the batch code into Check Fresh to check the freshness, to check how old it was. And it came back that it's 8 years old. So it's 2016, but it's like the first month of 2016. So it's like January. So it's like next month it'll be 8 years old. And I was like, it's 8 years old. I was like, is that it's not vintage now? But I thought maybe it's like a newer version that's not as good. And I didn't go in. And check today to see, but I bottled it. I thought, fuck this, I'm keeping my Antaeus. I'm not giving it away, not quite yet, because the rose and the patchouli in it are really, really nice. I got this rose patchouli type thing with a little bit of leather, and it's just so good. And I thought, you know, I really don't want to give that away. This is my vintage version. This is a tester, not for sale. Of course not. Oh. So I decided to keep my bottle. I certainly did. And so the reason I was going to give away my modern bottle is because I've got another bottle on the way. I've got another vintage bottle on the way. So I will have like 4 or 5 vintage ones. So I thought, bollocks, what's the point in keeping the modern one? But whew, it's amazing. Looks quite gothic, that, with the 2 Antaeus side by side and then a random camel, you know. It looked like you're about to be seduced by a 400-year-old woman. No, need a lid for Casual Friday. Anyone have one? I'm willing to pay an arm, just not a leg. I don't know, Duncan's probably the man for one of those. Green chutney sounds like it has a lot of coriander. Pass. Denise says, yes, the nargile smell. I just know I would like that candle. It's very nice, to be fair. Scent of the day is Amouage Search from Sample. James Jameson is a Hall of Fame bassist, says Buzz. Needled it. I've been playing bass a lot recently. Victor Wooten. Bassist, don't get enough credit, really. For the money, I'd still go modern. I mean, fucking, what's he called? Les Claypool. Les Claypool from Primus. Or just Les Claypool from Duo de Twang. Any of it. Insane. The man must have a fucking death grip. He must have an absolute death grip. If he grabbed you, you would be grabbed. And stay grabbed. The power he must have in those wrists and forearms must be incredible. People went crazy money for vintage is still in production, says Micah. Fahrenheit and Koros come to mind. Thing is, with Fahrenheit and Koros, the vintages are that good. They really are. Like, they really are. It's crazy. They're crazy good. No hunting to be done, says Dev. Like, a modern Koros is noticeably different than the vintage. To me, the modern is more pleasant than the vintage. Yeah, I prefer the modern, honestly, says Micah. Well, they have modernised it. Is Rich trying to summon Jacques Polge with his altar? Yes, Jacques Polge, come out, ye mighty, ye liveliest perfumer. Whoa. Latafa camera is better than Antaeus as per Fragrantica, says Pradeep. It's a disgusting statement. Chorus is not supposed to be pleasant, says Spaced Out. I wouldn't say it's supposed to be pleasant. It's not supposed to be mass appeal in it, but I mean, it was at one point, you know? Everybody was going fucking mental for it at one point. I found out recently that they used to make it in the town where I live. There is a specials laboratory down in the industrial estate where I live, and apparently they make perfumes down there. Madness. Scent of the night, portrait of a lady, says Duchamp. Hey Rich, can you speak on Girl on Home, another mint one I've been thinking of picking up? Curious as to whether the older bottles are better than the newer ones. Not sure if you've smelled both. I have smelled both, and the older ones are a little bit... because it's got that mojito thing, isn't it, Girl on Home? It's got that mojito vibe, so I don't know. I wouldn't pay a lot more extra. I wouldn't pay tons more extra for vintage Girl on Home. Charles of the Ritz Chorus is something else, says Paroli. It certainly is. It's the original perfume. The Listerine bottles are fine, says Micah. Yes, I would probably agree with that. Depends whether you feel like you're a bottle collector. Oh, I wore Rien yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. I wore Rien yesterday. Fuck. I think I was talking to Ramsey. Was I talking to Ramsey or was I talking to someone else? I think it might have been Dura Rose, actually. You've got to take a run up at that fragrance. You can't just lash it on one day, which is what I did yesterday, and I was unprepared. It took us all day to adjust to it. I was struggling. I have no shame in admitting to you that I was struggling with it massively. It was a big unit. Goutal's Nuit Étoilée. Étoilée is a fantastic mint. What else is in it, though? I bought a bottle of Eau de Sud, like an older bottle of Eau de Sud for 45 quid yesterday, the other day. It was totally by accident. Rien is unrelenting. It's so big. I was smelling it big and clear. I was smelling it big and clear when I went to bed last night. Like, I could smell it plain as day after like 10, 12 hours of wearing. It was crazy. Sold off my Rien, can't hack it. Honestly, I understand that. I really do. Like, I really understand that. Oh, wow. It's so mad. It works, though, in its own way. It's very, very unusual, but it definitely works. And Nuit Étoilée is good. What else is in it apart from mint? Evening chat. Welcome, Dimitrish. Scent of the day is Sanofi's Opium Pour Homme. Nice. Rien is big. Rien is big and thick. Okay, I'm going to dehydrate. I'll be back in a minute. Please do not leave. What the fuck is the intense like, says Ashley? It's actually less egregious than the original, would you believe? I'll be back, friends. Please bear with. Bear with. No, huh? It's me. Aha! I'm back. Okay, where are we? I'm back. Rihanna's descended from Band D, I think. Band D is bigger. Hello, Rich. Scent of the Day's Invasion Bar Bar. Excuse me. Yesterday I smelled quite a few fragrances at the local fragrance shop. They only sell niche and indie. When you mention a bottle, they'll let you test it. I have the ideal bottle of Hom. It's okay smell-wise, but I can't smell it on me after an hour. Yeah, it's weak, unfortunately. Pat Lester says it's the best fragrance experience you've had in a while. I know you've expressed a dislike for Dracar Noir, says John Hodge. Welcome. Have you smelled Dracar Pour Homme? No. So I don't have any thoughts, sorry. Rianne feels more like Leather Oud than Band E for me, says Eugene. I was just smelling Leather Oud before. I get that. So a bit of actual entertainment in between times, says Dimitri Harsh. I get on taste from Hashish Home, says Duchamp. I need to call my mother, says Yoshi. Welcome. Yoshi has not been here for a while. How are you? Eugene, I only have the last version of Leather Oud, and yes, that too. The Artemisia is strong on Antaeus, says Dimitris. Where were you last night, says Boz. What do you mean? Today I am wearing Angel Men. Not even Amen, I'm wearing the original Angel Men from my little silver refill. It's so fucking potent. Bandy is too much in my opinion, says Dev. Tim Wilcox sent me some Bandy, I think, and it was lovely. Maybe I'd have the same thing happen with Bandy. I did sort of soften the vintage chorus, though I do still hate it. You'll come round, don't worry. I missed you, Boz, says Yoshi. Dracar Noir is the most middle-of-the-road fougere I've ever smelled. Bore witness to, says Dev. I think Dracar Noir's got a smelly sock kind of vibe to it. It's kind of it's got a smelly sock thing going on, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know what it is in there, but it smells like stale sock. I'm not coming around to chorus, Rick, says Dev. Dev is not having it at all. Dev is not having it one bit. I can't stomach Fracas. Bandy is an easier way, says Eugene. Oh, we're going to spray Superstitious tomorrow. Now that is an aldehyde bomb I can hack, says Prody. Burberry from 81 is a much better take on Bandy for my taste, says Dimitris. Fracas is easier than Bandy to me, but they're both sledgehammers. Ashley is wearing Colonial Intensa, which is nice. I'm just more comfortable in florals, says Dev. Well, then wear florals, then be happy. Duck, sorry I have been incognito, but watching, you don't have to justify yourself. It is quite alright. But it is nice to see you. Deepest voice register, says Boz. The last of the Thierry Mugler line was truly a tragedy. Yes, it was. It was fucking shite. Still looking for a bottle of Pure Havana. I have one that I would sell you happily. If only someone was able to take it across the pond. As long as the piss factor. Well, you like a lot of florals. You get pissy fragrances. You like pissy fragrances. You like florals. You like white florals. You're going to get piss. Gangrenous foot in an unwashed sock, says Nick. Dev, get Hugo Boss Sport. I'd rather not get pissy honey fragrance, but summer. Thank you, Dimitris and Dushan both. Scent of the day's odor protection. Can't wait for Tower Necks and Scalping 2024. I have 3 bottles and I have a feeling I'm going to wear them. I really enjoyed it. I need to make a sample of Magnetism for Houdini. I was talking to him the other day about, what do you call it? I can't remember now. Givenchy Gentleman is the least offensive out of the pissy honey masculines I find. Welcome, Germs. How art thou? You were wearing Zing. I don't think I was a fan. Was it Zonka or Zing? I can't remember. It was one of the two I didn't like. I really didn't like. Excuse me. I missed a Eugene stream last night. I was fast asleep. I think he started streaming at like 3 o'clock my time, AM. So I was very much asleep. Very much enjoying my sleep. I've told you what my scent of the day was. Rich, you got Mizoni Womo from 83. Yes. Yes, I have got Mizoni Womo from 83. A very interesting fragrance. I sent some of that to Houdini as well. He enjoyed that. Good fragrance. Ravager has a limited punk edition, says Eugene. Nexon was still available at cost on at least 2 European websites last week. The various gentlemen smell too synthetic and not very pleasant, says Paul Bafema. You are fucking around, says Ashley. Who are you saying that to? I can imagine a punk wearing all black. Eugene started streaming at 5 AM my time, Rich, so same boat, yeah. Afnan supremacy, not only intense. Anybody here know it? Nope. Well, I don't. I need a good honey, not pissy, nothing animalic beeswax, and not Hiram Green or zoologist. A honey fragrance, L'Envol by Cartier. L'Envol's quite nice. I've got a bottle of that, I just never wear it, which is unfortunate. Eugene, how can Zonka be dry in your presence? You are very handsome, so Zonka just can get wet. What? I really wanted to try Nexon. It's a bummer. It is a limited edition and an expensive one, says Paul Bafano. Yes. I have Sex Pistols by Eta Libre d'Orange, says Yoshi. That's a fucking... I don't think I've ever even heard of that. You hated Zonka, if I remember right, and that is a damn shame. I think it was Zonka that I hated, and I sold it quick. Probably get Feminité Dubois. Ooh, Feminité Dubois for a honey. Rich doesn't use much of his perfume, so I reckon I could snag a decant of Nexon from Rich if I'm ever in England. You may. Pasha Parfum is mostly honey on my skin. There is a Sex Pistols, says Paul Bafemo. I'm surprised. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Damn, Rourke is nice, says Micah. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. DJ's been banging the drum for that brand for quite some time. And we should listen to DJ more often. He's buying some fragrances soon. A great non-pissy honey is Sultan Pasha's Mille Fleurs. Have it, says Brody. More plum cedar, that for me. Never even heard of it. How is it? Sex Pistols sounds kind of nice, but I'm more of a Clash lad, says Nick S. Is Sex Pistols Secretions Magnifique? Could be. Could be. Let's have a look. What does the internet have to say? Sex Pistols. État Libre d'Orange. Nope. Sex Pistols is not. It's by Mathilde Bijawi. Please beg your pardon for fucking the spelling. Okay, so it's got pepper, lemon, aldehydes, heliotrope, plum, ambrette, and patchouli. Good grief. What a strange little fragrance you are. Pepper and lemon's a little bit frightening, like. It's, I don't know if you can still buy that. I don't know if that's a thing at all. I imagine Metallica, the fragrance, would be quite nice, if not for the metal notes, you know? There's a lot of, like, deep shit going on there. Well, from the 80s. They could do one for every decade that they've been active, so you get an 80s Metallica, a 90s Metallica, a 2000s Metallica, 2010s Metallica. Of course, everything after the 80s wouldn't be worth smelling, but there we are. Great non-pissy honey, classic vintage masculine vibe, never heard of it. Loud and animalic, Tim, no, it's a limited release. Sex Pistols and The Clash are okay, but I'm more of a Smiths and Cure kind of guy. I love The Cure. There is a Punk Musk Ravageur as well. Thanks, Eugene. Devs, a Smith perfume would be cool. It would be unbearable after 2 minutes. You wouldn't want to listen to him. I can't stand Morrissey. I like the music because I think Johnny Moore is very good. But is it Johnny Moore? I think it is. Is it? Johnny Moore. Was it Johnny Moore? Yeah, he was in the Smiths, yes. He's 60 years old now, Johnny Moore. Jesus Christ, I wish he would sort his fucking hair out. Like, who was the one in the fucking Stone Roses? The guitarist in the Stone Roses? I mean, Ian Brown's just fucking insufferable. He's shocking. He is shocking live to sing. Like, hear him singing. He's fucking crap. John Squire. John Squire. Ian Brown's insufferable. What a bellend. How soon is Boz? Welcome, Bilbo. Bilbo, I was streaming on the channel yesterday, on the gaming channel, and you weren't there, and I was deeply wounded. Hello, Margie. Margie here. I don't see Margie. Where's Margie? What are you talking about, Dushan? Mugue's Murder, says Ashley. Cynthia, I think, is the best release this year for me, says Dimitrish. My favourite band is actually Weezer. Actually, I can imagine that. I like Weezer, actually. I think they're very good. The Sweater song's very good. Yes, to the Smiths, but Morrissey has become a twat. I think he always was. Is Nexon good? I think it's good. I think it's really good. How are you fellas satisfied with Nigel's Un Jardin de Cynthia? I'm not a fan. I hated the Lagoon one. The Lagoon one was lifting. Manny is a prat, says Micah. Morrissey is a bigot and a cunt in modern days. Old Morrissey was okay, but obnoxious. Yeah, I think he's always been a bellend, like. Searching for Margie. Scouring for Margie, says Boz. Dushan said hello, Margie, which is not yet. What are you talking about, Dushan? Stone Roses. Tootie Twilly is really nice for men. Morrissey was always a twat. Yes, I tend to agree with you. I think he was always an insufferable bellend. Totally self-obsessed. Totally self-absorbed. Possibly on the spectrum. Not that that qualifies him as being a twat. Very talented, but it's just not worth it. There are loads of talented people who aren't absolute bellends. You know what I mean? I think I might wear camel tomorrow. Yes. I am very much enjoying Violette Valenka. I think Violette Valenka and Gallo are Nigel's best work. I think that it's pretty fantastic, the leather in that. Oh, I've got none of this left. None of this sample left. I might buy one of them 15 mils. Richie, like Victor Toy and Kino, never heard of them. Yes, indeed, proving that bad people can make good music. Rich quack. Rich quack. Welcome, Gal 4. Brighter Than 1,000 Suns is my favourite Killing Joke album. Welcome, Mike. How you doing? Wearing Tom Ford's Beau de Jour. Are we all looking forward to the solstice on Thursday? I will be doing a stream that day. That day is the beginning of meteorological winter. Audrey Jane would like to remind us that winter has not begun on the 1st of December. We are still in autumn. So, winter is coming, friends. Winter is coming. Violette Valenka comes up for €120 here. Too much. What 120 euro for how much? For like how many mils? Fragrance du Bois Solstice? No, I'm not wearing a Fragrance du Bois, that's shite. Nigel made sage and sea salt for Joe Malone, which was perfectly pleasant. But it's a Joe Malone, so you know what you're in for. Yes. Can't fucking wait, says Nick. I think oud wood is an impression of oud, only the clean and slight medicinal aspect of oud. But I never cared if it has real oud or not. Suffer from SAD, says Nick. Yeah, there is a lot of people. It's become a thing, hasn't it? It was 5 a.m. where I am. I walked to go dehydrate and saw Eugene streaming, still awake. It's 10 a.m. now, says turn on, tune in and drop out. Jazz Coleman is one of the few famous musicians who was politically conscious always. Jenna Coleman is absolutely glorious. What a woman. Wow. Just to change tack there. Jenna Coleman is a magnificent specimen. Jura Rose has just messaged me to say that he is eating spicy ramen, and I'm not sure if that's a euphemism. And Jenna is gorgeous, she absolutely is. Agar Ebony and Cedra Sandbach are really nice from Nigel. I like Jardin Cynthia at first, but started to hate the dry down, says Cheap Imitation. Welcome, Cheap Imitation. How are you? Today arrived Habit Rouge Privé. Not bad, not much difference with the original EDT. Pradeep sent me a photograph of a bottle of Habit Rouge Elixir today, and somebody wanted 125 euros for it, I think. If you can buy Violette Valenka for 125 euros, buy lots now. Yeah, I would buy. I mean, depending on how many mils it is, because if it's 40 mils, I'm not. If it's 15 mils, I'm not buying it. But if it's like 100, absolutely. And just pose like Bono. Bono's an insufferable bell end as well. I think Southpaw nailed him, absolutely. How can somebody who's done so much good still come across as an absolute bell end? The Grateful Dead was super conscious. 31 Rue Cambon. I'm about to head out the door. Well, I hope you have a good day. It's got my Knees a 10 in as well. Brilliant. Love that shit. Holy IBQ. Yes. Habit Rouge Extra for 120. What? 1,250? I thought it was 125. What are you talking about? Hold on a minute. What are you talking about? Ooh! Ooh, for 50 mil as well. Fuck right off. I thought that was 125. Whoops. I've bollocksed that. I now see why you sent us it. And I thought, that's not so bad. I'd take a punt on it for 125. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I don't like Habit Rouge. Oh, this stream is hilarious, says Yoshi. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time. Rogue is giving me Royal Mayfair vibes, says Micah. Oh, excuse me. Wow, what's happening here? Knees Gold Edition is beautiful carnation. I'll tell you who else talks about the Gold Edition in glowing terms, and that is Thomas from Stumptown Smells. I remember his video on it. He fucking loves it. Welcome, Alan Hansen, my lord. How are you? I hope you are well. He does good to virtue signal, not for the sake of doing good. God, he's such an utterly cunt of a man. Yes, I assume you're talking about Bono, but if you're talking about Morrissey, the same thing applies. I do love my Habit Rouges. I'm not a Habit Rouge fan. I had a vintage. I had a 90s eau de cologne, and I sold it to Mr. Pleasant. I don't know if you've seen Mr. Pleasant in the comments on some videos before. Lovely bloke, like. And I sold it to him, and he loved it, and I'm glad it went to a good home. So that was nice. What is it made on? Unicorn's blood? Could be. It would have to be for that kind of fucking money, wouldn't it? Silly money, that. It's that eucalyptus, says Mike. I'm just getting cement and IBQ from Modern Kneza 10. Cement. It's not Narciso for him, is it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Now you mention it. Oh, what have you done? Nah, I'm getting more than that, though. I think it's the carnation that might be giving it that kind of cementy sort of thing. You know? You can get that kind of smooth, grey kind of feeling from carnation. Love the note of eucalyptus. Have you tried Body Koros? One of the best eucalyptus. What's the plural of eucalyptus? Eucalyptuses? Eucalypti? God knows. I need to call my mother, but hope to return. Well, I hope nothing happens to you when you call your mother. What do you think she'll do? What do you think she'll do? I hope you return as well. Good luck. Trying to find an old bottle of Dear Man. I've got not the snap cap version. I'll tell you a story, actually. I found a bottle of the snap cap Dear Man, and someone put it on for £200 on eBay, and it got sold within about 20 minutes, right? And then about a day or two later, the bottle was relisted on eBay for 550 quid. So what the bloke's obviously done is, right, whoever's bought it off him's been like, wow, thanks for selling that at a great price. I really appreciate it. And the person who was selling it was like, must have been like, hang on a minute, what's he talking about? Been on and had a look at some other bottles that had been listed before and thought, what the fuck? I've just done myself out of 200 quid here. And they've obviously listed it, cancelled the order and relisted it, which is shocking. You shouldn't be able to do that, but oh dear. Eucalyptus, as I assume, is the plural because I've never heard of eucalypti. I've never heard of eucalypti, but it works, doesn't it? Cheap Imitation says, inquiring minds want to know, will I be buying Rourke? Probably not. I would like the Oya one. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I would like Oyers. Oh yeah. The horsey one. But that's gone apparently. Literally just my luck. I hate people flipping stuff. Happens with a lot with the limited LPs too. Do you know what it is? When I sell stuff, I try to just get my money back most of the time. Sometimes I might add a little bit on, but never anything like fucking. I don't buy stuff to fucking flip. The most I've ever made on a fragrance was 100 quid, and it was that. No, it wasn't. It was 90 quid, and it was Midnight in Paris. I bought was it 125 mil? I paid 35 quid for it, and I sold it for 125. That is the most I've ever made, either percentage wise or in absolute terms. I just really want to get my money back. I listened to the Les Odorant Girl On episode, and honestly, I'm glad no one chose Mitsuko because that gets to be my choice, says Dev. Both are actually valid, says Nick. Yes, sellers like that are for the bin, absolutely. If I was selling it to a mate, I wouldn't put loads extra on at all. I would usually just sell it for what I paid for it, like. Yeah, if I sell fragrances, I usually just want my money back. But then you get people who are absolute dickheads, and they're like, "Oh, what's your best price on this fragrance?" Like, mate, I've listed it for 100. Somebody did that with Valentino Uomo the other day. I've got the original formula of Valentino Uomo. I've got it up 150 mil for 155 quid, right? Which is roughly what I paid for it, not including shipping. So I've added the price of like shipping. I've added the price of shipping to the price that I fucking paid for the fragrance, so about 20 quid. And this bloke messaged on eBay, and he was like, "What's your best price?" And I was like, "It's right there in front of you, mate. It's 155. Never heard anything back from him." I was like, "You fucking little bastard." I hate people who do that shit. I hate people flipping stuff. Happens a lot. I listen. There was the man says Duchamp. Think I might buy Rourke, says Micah. How are the prices on Habit Rouge Privé? God knows, but I wouldn't buy it. It had a amber wood note in it, which was really, really offensive. I like Herbes Troublon. I mean, Chris was shopping. What a bullshit holiday. Yeah, it's an absolute fucking joke, isn't it? The attendant suggested Spirito by Meo Fushini. It reminds me of a better version of Encre Noir. Still, it was a really nice fragrance. Fragrance Journey is a massive fan of Meo Fushini. I would not mind smelling some of those. I wasn't going to tell you one, but a couple of nights ago I noticed Selfridges mismarked 100 ml of Amber Narguilé for $45. Buy. Is it still on there? Is it still like that? It only on resale, but agree with it. I don't feel right buying anything with the intention of flipping it. Yeah, I just don't. Same thing when I bought my watch. Like, it's not an investment. I fucking want it. Do you know what I mean? I want to wear it. Like, I went in and saw the bloke the other day. I went in and saw the bloke who I bought it off the other day, and was asking him about a Seiko for me mate, and he looked down. He seen me. What? He seen that I was wearing the watch. He told us. He was like, "Oh, you're wearing it." I was like, "Ah, of course I am." But some people buy them and sell them and make money. Mental. How dare you suggest that eBay is not a bastion of fair and proper business practices, says Alan Hansen. I prefer Samsara if we're talking Parfum, says Nick. Same philosophy, Duck. I will sell off the next into the 3 people in the queue after making me video. Are you just going to get your money back? Anyone smelled any BDK, says Antonio Hobson. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. Sell the Valentino Uomo to Jura. That's why I bought it. bought it because Jura asked us to get him a bottle. I got him a bottle and he was like, oh, I can't afford it. And I was like, all right, no bother. I smelled it and didn't really like it. I thought it was a bit thin. I think it's a Polish, isn't it? I think it's a Polish. Been Christmas shopping with a bullshit holiday, absolutely. Derby has been relaunched, has it? Good night, Dushan. Oh, really? You get Amber Woods from Privé? I'm sensitive to them, but I don't get it from Privé. Interesting. Welcome, Silver Panther. Def no Amber Wood and Privé. I'm pretty sure I got Amber Wood from it, like. I did buy, was gone the next day, then remake it then. A re-release of Derby has to happen, says Micah. We don't really celebrate that, my family. Don't ask why. Oh dear. Love my sob, Seiko Alpinist. Richie G got a turtle today. I'll tell him to send us the link. What mark it is. Yeah, those large beat bottles. Oh no. That's going to cost a fucking fortune. I'm sending Richie G fucking... Oops. Send Richie G messages, abusive messages. Tell me the reference. Got an SARB0352, says Nick. I wouldn't mind a fucking a white birch. A white birch by Grand Seiko, but they're big units. They're fucking big units. One of, if not the best movement around at the minute, unless you're going for something outrageous like a Tourbillon or some crazy shit like that. Commit a madness. Stuart, one of our packages are on the way, mate. Should be here this week coming, but I'm not. I don't have a lot of confidence in the Christmas post. He says once the oh fuck me. Once the first two have arrived, he'll send the next one. So hopefully one of yours will be the first two. And then he's got a third one that's coming as well. So, welcome. Room for a little one. Would it be inappropriate to buy my mom lingerie? I've never seen your mother, so it's hard to say. Christmas is not a thing in Israel, obviously, but New Year celebration has some Christmas trademarks like presents, a Christmas tree, and a version of Santa Claus familiar to Russian speakers. That's interesting. I don't ever have the desire to wear amber narghile, to be honest. It's too sweet and spicy. That's why I like it. I'm wearing Angel Men today. Talk about sweet. That's a big unit. It's not custom to buy gifts for Orthodox Christmas. Shit. Imagine that. Should reiterate, our in that message is our family's got you. Where do I find Derby? Just in person and parcel of the Seiko Spring Drive 2. Rich, I get a Moser instead of a Grand Seiko. Are you a Moser fan? The Renaissance man is our Dev, isn't he? I'm waiting for the video for the best of 2023. Richard will be coming next month when the month is over. I believe in judging things once they are over. You know? Like people are saying, is Lionel Messi the best player ever? I will let you know my thoughts on that when he retires. We'll just have to see what he gets up to. Unless Cristiano Ronaldo wins the World Cup at the next World Cup with Portugal, which is extremely unlikely, I think it's fairly safe to say now that Messi was a better player than Ronaldo. But he was, because he won a World Cup. Seiko Snowflake is gorgeous, says. Yes, it is. But I want a white birch. I actually want a silver birch, if I'm being honest. I would like to see them both in front of us. The poor salesman, right? The poor salesman. He'll I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do what I do with fragrances. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna try on the watches that I'm interested in, and then I'm gonna leave and find them cheaper online. I do not wish to buy brand new. The GOAT won the MLS Cup. Evening, R. Seth Almeida. How are you? Are you well? Is current Eau de Hermes worth it? Probably. I would have to go and. Santa and Satan are anagrams of each other and both wear red and ring bells. Beware, says Alan. Alan knows both of them well, no doubt. Seiko Snowflake is gorgeous. It is. It's a beautiful thing. It's incredible. The finishing on the watches is absolutely stunning. Only Hermes essence I would get is Cuir d'Ange and Iris Ukiyo-e. The other ones I appreciate artistically but never wear. Vetiver Tonka is beautiful. Yes, Rich, I am a Moser fan. That mix of classic and eclectic that I absolutely love. Cuir d'Ange smells too posh for me. I think it smells too much like a bag. I think it smells like a brilliant white handbag. I've said that many times before, but I'll stand by it. Get thee down there. I should wear this. What I need to do is stop buying fucking perfume. That's what I need to do. Whoops. I've just taken this fucking lid off, haven't I? Yikes. Ay, cabrón. I need to wear this more often. It's fucking fabulous. It's such a raw, outrageous, vintage, patchouli beast. Prefer a more rugged leather. I only bought 15mm from the Hermes Essence line. Gallo is the same leather as Cuir d'Ange, only a little thicker. Not sure. I'd have to get Gallo in front of us. I think Ronaldo is a better all-round player. There is not one aspect of his game that is not excellent. How I would say Messi is miles better player. Plus Ronnie is a tosser. He's not allowed into the United States either, is he? You know why, don't you? Fucking naughty, illegal fucking sex he's been having. It's the same with animalics, says Dev. Easier said than done. If you coat it with feminine florals, I can tolerate it, says Dev. Smelling of expensive handbags is kind of what Hermes leathers are there for, says Tim. I get that. I do get that. I understand it, but I don't want to. Violette Valenka is kind of... Oh, my candle's tunneling, so it's time for a touch of this before Lily gets exercised. She will be set. And there we have it. I ate a quince the other day, top note and Gallo, basically a mix of apple, pear and a little bitter. It dries the mouth so much. Hills Latin, says Boz. Insufferable bellend also. Which do you like? Patou's 1000? Not massively. I love Mar Liberté. Mar Liberté, I actually think I prefer Mar Liberté to Pour On, if I'm being honest. It's an outrageous fragrance. I love the 1000 EDP. It's very floral, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Friends, I have forgotten to ask if you would like the stream. If you would like the stream, I would appreciate it greatly. Stuart Mabe is wearing Fougere Royale Extrait. How interesting. What's it like compared to the original? Friends, if you would like to like the stream, I will not stop you. I will not halt or impede you in any way. You may do so with a clean conscience. I am tolerant of you liking the stream. I've got that fucking Giorgio Beverly Hills all over my hands. It's such an outrageous patchouli. Fuck. How did that come about? Shit. Like's been weak for a few streams now, says Divine. What does that say about my character? What does that say about me as a human? Nothing. To be honest, there is not much in it, not worth the extra cash, and it is about 3 times more expensive, isn't it? It is absolutely made mental. Needs more Zerjoff, says Divine. No, it doesn't. No doubt I would get more likes and more viewers if I liked certain fragrances and bigged them up, but I can't say things I don't mean. Unless I say them by accident. At which point I will usually apologise and say, I didn't mean to say that. I apologise. Streams are made to be liked, says Micah. Yes. Spaced Out says, Mitch, did you like Oud Mineral? No. I didn't. Oud Mineral's signature line. Very soon. Yes, it is very soon. Dev's deleting messages, burning the evidence. 1000 is a very nice greenish sheeper, if I recall correctly. Fougere Royale is nice. Never tried the extra. I thought Fougere Royale was nice. I just thought Baudelaire did it better. Up your game with the likes, chaps, says Nick S. Other Hermes, should I buy it? Says Galfar. You can get copper cap versions. You can get copper cap versions, which are like, they're better. They just are. If you get the pewter versions, they're even better still. You know? To be fair, I wonder what the prospects are for so-called harsh truth teller in the Fradcom space. Like, you could cover Zerjoff and say it's awful and get a new crowd. I mean, I do, to be fair. I mean, a lot of people, what I find is a lot of people don't want to hear that. I think I've made this point before, but I don't know if you were around at the time, Divine, that I believe a lot of people watch fragrance videos to get their opinions reinforced and not to learn new things. A lot of people don't want to be challenged on their opinions and on their tastes. They go to watch list videos, and they go to watch like videos on certain clones and other fragrances to be patted on the head and told, well done, you did well, you know what you're talking about, you made a good choice. Validation, that's the right word, exactly, Micah. They want validation. They want backup. They want to be told, well done, you, congratulations, well done, you're cool, I think you're cool, you know, I think you're sexy, I think you're this, I think you're that. And it's not, I can't do that. I can't blow smoke up people's asses. You may or may not have realised this on your own. I'm shite at it. And I won't do it, more to the point. But I could cover Zerjoff. I mean, I did Symphonium. And I thought that was absolute dog shit. Me and Ramsey did it at the same time. Ramsey was like, he messaged us and he was like, I don't know if you've smelled Symphonium. I was like, no. He was like, it's one of the worst fragrances I've ever smelled. And I was like, fuck. So I went and bought a sample for about 12 quid, right? And I got it and I fucking smelled it and I messaged him before I made the video. I was like, mate, this is one of the worst things I've ever smelled. It's shit. And they want huge money for it. Really, really, really fucking offensive. How many mil is your new Melt My Heart bottle? 100 mil. They want validation for their purchase. That's exactly what they want. Negative reviews are awesome because you get to hear people hurl insults at bottles of smelly water. Yes. And that's what they're there for. You know? Shit. It's fucking shit. It's orange chocolate, smells like $20, says Dev. Yeah, it smells like a Terry's chocolate orange. But not a very thick one either. Like a thin one. Like it's crap. And you've got all these fucking people like talking about, oh, like it smells so good, it smells this. It's like, no, you've been paid to say that. You fucking, I don't want to call people prostitutes, but that's essentially what these people are, male and female, by the way. Not pointing the finger at females specifically there. Like, that's what people are doing when they're being paid money to say shit. You know what I mean? You prostitute yourself out. You're selling yourself. There's not enough money in the fucking world. Man, I might be fucked in the head for saying that. Maybe I'm the fucking, or maybe I'm the baddie. You know, you seen that line from that film? Are we the baddies? Maybe I'm the baddie. Maybe I'm the one that's in the wrong. I don't know. But at least I'm fucking honest with myself. I can stand by what I say. You know? They can't. Negative reviews are awesome. Oh, sorry, I've read that. Made the mistake of sampling Oud Mineral on paper, disliked it. Almost waited too long to sample on skin. Quite like it. That's funny. When somebody praises some scents that I like, I still try to approach it negatively. Take Royal Crown Sultan, my only 10 out of 10 ever. Somebody praised it, I'd be like 600 retail though. Yes, exactly. Some self-awareness, some like, not self-doubt, but I kind of link that. I'm not going to talk politics, but I kind of link that to like politicians that I like and policies that I like. I do the same thing with that. I'm like, yes, I quite like the sound of that, but on the other hand, shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to cost money, or that's going to hurt people, or that's going to do this, that's going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody so fucking sits there so, like mind-numbingly fucking agreeable. And it's shit. I want to be told what's wrong with shit. Because how else are you supposed to make things better if you can't find out what's wrong with it? You know? One of the reasons that Perfume's on its arse at the minute is because everybody says everything's great and it's not. You know? Wow, this is so good. No, it's not. It's crap. What are you talking about? It's the Emperor's new clothes. It's not got any clothes on, man. What are you talking about? Like, not to toot my own horn, but I think my negative review of Chorus was okay. I enjoyed it. The one with the transparent cap is good. Or the Hermes. I would go with the copper cap, even though those around them like to think they stink. But on Xerjoff, I think if you ordered samples and actually like 1 out of 30, that would be a cool moment. You can get more people to click the video if you cover more known stuff, no doubt. Yeah, but I like yes, that is no doubt. No doubt, you are right. But I'm not necessarily looking to get 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. I'm not looking to grow the channel particularly. Don't get us wrong, I'm thankful for every new subscriber I get, but I'd rather do it on my own terms. You know? I'd rather do it the way that I want to. Just that's why I film the way that I film. That's why I fucking say the things that I say. It's not polished. They're not particularly good videos. You know, exactly, Michael. I don't want them kind of followers. I don't want sycophants. I want more people like Divine who come in and say, I love these fragrances. And I'm like, no, they're shit. And Divine's like, you're shit. I'll still love them, but I'll stay. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. You don't want to be surrounded by sycophants. I'd rather have a smaller number of better subscribers, people who I can fucking enjoy talking to, than a bunch of people who are like, wow, yeah, I've got like 10 clones of Aventus and could you rank them for us? And I'd be like, I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. to be honest. Still don't know if Selena's shite or not. My sample set finally came, and it came with a pillow. Would you believe? It came with a little cushion. Hold on, here it is. Fuck. Nearly fell out my seat. But look at that. Came with a cushion. Amazing. Like a little caterpillar it is. What are you doing here? Back over there. Yes. We should get you some of those 4x2mm sample boxes. Yeah, it's like €570 for 100ml. That's a disgusting choice. That's a disgusting price point. I was thinking of getting more than Word Zerjoff. Haven't had it in 2 years. So supply and demand. It's chocolate orange. Smells like $20 fragrance. Yeah. The transparent cap one is better than the current Eau de Hermes, says Galfor. Stick with a copper cap, mate. Better to formulate honest opinions. Never test anything on paper. It can be seriously misleading, says Nick. This is true. But I start by testing on paper, and then I move on to ones on skin. Like, I like to find out whether I think I'd possibly be interested in certain things. The movie review community is the same. People want all positive reviews. All Marvel movies are masterpieces, says Prodi. Yeah. I think the movie reviewers consistently dunk on Marvel, though. Everyone. Yeah, but not everything can be shit either. Welcome, eh? Apart from Zerjoff. Rich, please explain the aluminium modern art encasing your candle, says Alan. Well, my candle must be encased in this modern art so that it burns to the rim, which is what we have here. It has now burned to the rim, which is fun. Happy birthday, folks. Welcome, Bella. How are you? Vic, what's happening? Like saying Marvel movie is an insult in and of itself in the film enthusiast circle and the general public to a lesser extent. People get too easily swayed and satisfied these days. You don't want those followers. Are you going to live stream on Christmas Eve? I'll be live streaming on Christmas Day as well, to be fair. I might do a gaming stream on Christmas Day, I'm not sure. Still don't know if Selena's shite or not. Pass on Selena, says Mike. What happened to Barry from Centralized? Don't know. Don Paris bored me to death when I wore it a few days ago, says Spaced Out. Selena, nice. That's where they sell for 200ml for a high price. That's a big ass pillow. Do you prefer silver or gold, Mitch? Silver for appearances. Pradeep Sakar, I was 16 and still never having watched any artistic movie, so I wouldn't know now, though I'm a big fan of noir films and Paul Thomas Anderson, so it's a different story. Guerlain Jardin's The Bagatelle. I need to try this one out, says Galfar Bois Dormant, but it was luck. I didn't buy it. I like it. Like Fragrance Apprentice said, it would smells like cold mushroom soup on paper, but great on skin. Jardin's The Bagatelle is like a slightly drier and greener Champs-Élysées for me, so it's not that good. Sycophants nor misanthropes. I prefer neither, says Alan. Celine smell like rejected trials of Bois d'Argent and Dior Homme, says Pradeep. Who makes a decent point. I'm going to turn off the candle now. There it is. Put you over here. I am going to dehydrate, my friends. I will be back. Please hold. Oh my God. It's so hot. I have turned to you, my friends. Where have I been? No one knows. I mean, you all know, to be fair, but there we are. Okay. Let's see what the chat says. Yeah, it appears nobody left. Thanks. I'd go with Misanthropes if I had to choose one, though. That's because Heidi does basically the same thing with slight variations on the theme. It checks out for the designer with the good and the bad. How many times you've gotten the same thing? I wonder if Stephen Tampton's got them fucking that fragrance I sent him yet. Okay, I've got Richie G's reference number here of the Seiko that he bought today. Is everybody ready? Okay, so it's SRPH15K1. It is a turtle. I will show you. White Jesus. Did anyone ever tell you look like Jesus, says Bob. Well, no one knows what Jesus looked like. Jesus looked like an Arab. One vintage Jesus, not reformulated. I look like Napoleon myself, says Bob. Going to be finally getting on my nose of L'Occitane today, visiting their boutique. Anything aside from Eau de Beau and L'Occitane worth trying? The Lavande, you get 300 mils of Lavande or Vervain for 50 quid, which is a bargain. Seiko need to reduce the dial size and improve the bracelet. You say that about every single brand, mate. You could say that about every single brand. The dial sizes are insane. I love the 29mm fucking Santos that I've got. That is perfect. It's beautiful, that. And they're even massive now. Like the modern versions, that's an 80s version. The modern ones are massive. We'll keep those names in mind. Thanks, Micah and Dev. Try to order Cedrat. Yes, that's nice. Outtakes. I've got Outtakes. Outtakes lovely. I've got Ambra, which is discontinued, which I should really sell. I paid far too much for it because I'm a silly sausage. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I love people but despise the general public. I love some people, but I despise the general public. I'm funny. I'm funny. I'm funny. I have a lot of hate for people, but I also have a lot of love as well. It's weird. I'm strange. I'm starting to think again, that scene from that David Mitchell film where he says, "Are we the baddies? Is it me that might actually be the bad guy?" I don't know. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's very definitely not. I was looking at the notes for Ensar Oud's Bishara the other day, and I need to figure out a way to buy that 3mm from somebody. I only came with some purchases recently. I have microscopic wrists, but I love the Seiko Sport KX. Wears on me just fine. Napoleon was too ambitious and eager. Hubris he had. Seiko dials aren't that bad, even it's 42 because of the bezel. I want a Jaeger LeCoultre. I'm going to get a Reverso and a Polaris. Well, I say I'm going to get a Reverso and a Polaris. I'm also going to buy a fucking Ferrari and a fucking Porsche. You know what I mean? What do I want here? I'm looking for Richie G's watch. I don't want to search apps and the web. Alright, here we go. Fragrance Apprentice. Top 10 most worn fragrances 2023. Well, okay. I'm going to show you the watch Richie G got. There it is. Oh, shit. Welcome, Jonathan. That's the watch Richie G got. Beautiful, to be fair. In the green as well. It's called a tortoise. Because it's got like a tortoise, like it looks like a tortoise from the top. Power. Oh, excuse me. I have spilt some water because I am a stupid man. It's on my leg. It's on this bench. Boz says he is almost dozing off. Are you going to review Celine's this month, Rich? Probably not. I was going to do that Neil of the Mere video today, and then I went out with Richie G instead. I'd planned to do it today, and then Richie G sprang it on us, and he was like, oh, it's come in. I need to go and pick it up. I was like, oh, okay. I'm so tired, I'm almost dozing off, says Boz. Boz, go to sleep. Thought all young people told the time by looking at their phone, says Nick. Well, Tim, I mean, yes, if I wanted to know the exact time, I would probably check my phone, but watches are more of an item of clothing now, aren't they? Like an accessory. Women have bags, we have watches, you know? Where are we? Get a gold Rolex, red Ferrari, and start a brand with Alberto Morillas. Give me a few million quid and I'll do just that for you, mate. My smaller hands and wrists work beautiful for nursing work, but look ridiculous when donning most timepieces, generally speaking, says Alan. I thought all young people told the time by looking at the phones. Power. I'm so tired. I'm almost dozing off. Are you going to review the Celine's Chunky Beasts? James, Pradeep, Alan, Boz, Tim, welcome, Jonathan. How are you? Centre of the day, taking a closer look at Pontaccio 21. I feel like Pontaccio 21 is like a summer fragrance. I'll get a very similar vibe to Pavarotti with it. Pavarotti's a happy summer fragrance for me. I'll get to wear Pavarotti again soon. Well, I say soon, in 3 months, you know. January, February to go yet. I've only got 2.5 months of the fucking winter rotation left to go. God. I've got much more winter fragrances than I've got spring and summer fragrances, though. It's like 1.5 to 1, you know. For every two summer fragrances, I've got 3 winter fragrances, you know. I need to sell off some stuff so I can get to a more manageable level. I haven't worn tobacco oud for a while. I haven't worn enough of Fahrenheit Absolute, you know. I'd have sold a lot more fragrances if I could have sold them to people across the pond or around the world. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I actually slept well, says Boz. Just weak. Watches, says Vic. Yes, watches. Thank you, Tim. I have a mundane stop-to-go watch, says Mature. It replicates the clock that you find on Swiss Railways. The second hand stops at 12 for 2 seconds before clicking over the minute hand. It's great. Yeah. Just the thought of wearing Pavarotti in summer makes me feel sick. Too sweet, but I love it in winter. Maybe the height of summer, the high heat. But we don't get much high heat in this country. Do you know what I mean? So it's more like spring, like a nice warm spring day. I'm going to declutter in January, I'd say, says Divine. Yeah, I need to sell some stuff. I need to be really harsh. I'm the same way, even though I live in a subtropical climate. I fancy cool weather fragrances, and they have outpopulated the freshy, says eh? Yeah. Fahrenheit Parfum is so good, says Silver Panther. Fahrenheit Parfum has a love for Vic. Fahrenheit Absolute is one of those precious few perfumes of which I've acquired a backup. I wish I could say the same thing. The thought of how many backups I've got of different things is madness. See you later, boss. I feel like Pontaccio 21 is so tightly wound and intricate it takes a while to appreciate. Maybe why I wasn't taken with it initially. Oh, and the rest of yous. It's nice to meet Eugene and Yoshi, says Buzz. Shocking, says Frank. My winter-summer ratio is about 5-1. Summer fragrances are much of a muchness. Absolutely, Spy and Mash. You are correct, mate. You are correct. Who tried Fahrenheit Cologne? I just gave mine away to Richie G, actually. I'm not a big fan of Fahrenheit Cologne. I wasn't a big fan of... I like Fahrenheit Absolute. I like the vintage EDT. I think that's it. I think that is it. Will we ever see a UK to US postal allowance? Probably not. Hopefully, but probably not. Smelled Spice Blend today. Smelled Spice Blend on my hand today. It's very nice. It's very pleasant. For the price, it's absolutely disgusting. I have offered to pay £170 for a 250ml bottle of Spice Blend. It better be a 250. Yeah, it is. Never used. I feel bad. I sent Richie G a link to a fucking... for the watch he bought today, and there's 20% off in a sale. And he paid full price for it today, and I never thought when I sent him the fucking message that was not a great idea. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Winter summer ratio around 2-1, I guess. I have a lot of stuff I can flex for summer. Secret Trist is a good example of a fragrance that can be worn in summer. I believe that in the 2 seconds that the second hand stops, all the clocks on the railways synchronise, says Stuart. Yes, I back up my favourites. Have to in this hobby of discontinuation and reformulation. You're absolutely spot on. That's kind of how I feel. I did that with Pavarotti, of which I own far too much. I did it with Balenciaga Pour On, which I don't own far too much of. Feminité Dubois I've got a couple of backups of. For some reason I feel the need to back up some Les Indomitable. So Les Indomitable, I've got a feeling, a nasty little feeling. I've got a lot of Serge Lutens backups. A lot of Tom Ford backups of Tobacco Oud. Trying to sell Tom Ford for men, but nobody's buying it. How many bottles of the same fragrance is too much? Well, I've got like 17 bottles of Balenciaga Pour On, and yet that's not enough. Oh, thank God they've declined me offer. Winter summer ratio. Yes, I back up my favourites. All this time I've been thinking C, you stood for cover your ass. Is the modern Amen any good? 40 USD for 50 mil, okay? You used to be able to get 100 mil for £49, which is about $60. The price is going up on those Amen because it's been discontinued. Try and get one that says Thierry Mugler on the bottle, not just Mugler. Mugler? Fahrenheit 32 was lovely, but I sold it. Have you done any videos on laboratory olfactivo? No. Could make an interesting first impressions video. How was Fahrenheit 32? Worth a go. I really liked it, but I wasn't wearing it and I was never reaching for it. Scent of the day is Mal and Rose. Excuse me. Postal fees from the States to the UK were already inflated to outrageous prices before Brexit. Now it's even worse. Yes, everything's got worse in this country since Brexit. I'm happy with my very new Amen. Definitely not strong though. No worries. Still very good performance, says Frank. I've got Angel Men, the vintage, like the original, and then I've got fucking loads of backups of the fucking of Amen. Angel Men. I should have backed up old Jubilation. Yes, you should. Oh, God. What is wrong with me? Why am I yawning so much? Well, obviously I'm tired, but you know what I mean. I've been giving strong consideration to eating your wife. What? No. I've been giving strong consideration to backing up Vinay Havan. Yes. I've been giving strong... see you later, Vic. Thank you for coming. Yes. I agree. I think that those Les and Demodables, I mean, there will be reformulation. If fragrances have taught us anything, it's that if you wait long enough, reformulation will occur, right? And I do not want to live in a world without Rose de Jamal, frankly. The other ones, Vinay Havan, very possibly. Oriental Valeurs, possibly. Ambra Supreme, possibly. But Rose de Jamal, I want at least one, if I'm being honest. You think Les and Demodables are going to be badly reformulated? Not badly. Because they've got Antoine Lee doing them. But you've got to remember there are many reasons for a reformulation. And there could be some chemicals banned that are in there now. Any deviation from the path, it's a different fragrance. And I like them the way they are. You never know. They could do an absolute madness and make them better. You never know. It's not been done very often. You know, perfumes have rarely been reformulated and made better. But it could happen. You know? It could. But I like the way they smell at the minute. Excuse me. Or the brand could get bought out by the usual suspects. Yeah, you never know. You never know. It could get bought out and Antoine Lee could leave. Remy, something could happen. I mean, God, fucking hope not. It could happen to either of them. I pray nothing happens to any of them. But you don't know. Life is fucking it could happen to any of us. You know what I mean? Life happens. Life happens. And I'm not necessarily just talking about Les and Demodables here, but you've just got to be prepared for it, you know? I would be preparing for a sale of Chanel if I were you. I would be preparing for a sale of Chanel if I were you. And giving strong consideration to buying up Vanilla Van, considering Balenciaga pour home for Wes's annual family Christmas party. Nice. Even though I'm letting the rest of the world have some, sis. Ever thought? No. God, no. God, no. Have I thought of giving someone else? No. You think Les and Demadabra are going to be badly reformulated? Modern Amen doesn't last and is rather bland, says Micah. I have 6 Balenciaga pour rum, 3 tobacco oud, 2 tobacco oud and 10s, many others backed up, so that. Still need an old jubilation, looking at $700 to $800, says Divine. Creed's Royal Oud also. No, just don't. Me 3, the original Amen is brilliant, says Jonathan. Oh, that's almost precisely that with me. I haven't tried new jubilation, but you tell me it sucks now, says Frank. It's not great. Like, if we formulate, I can't imagine them not taking care of it. I'd like to back up anything with ambergris, says Germs. I own Jubilation 40 and find it handsomely stunning. Ooh. I'm trying to bully Jura Rose into joining the stream. Friends, it's that time once again where I ask you to like the stream. If you would like to like the stream, I would appreciate it greatly. Thank you. Can you think of any reformulations that are better than the original? Not off the top of my head, but I can't remember. Demash, there was a Fahrenheit reformulation in the early 2000s where they added a shit ton of vanilla. Made it a very vanillic perfume, and it was rough. And it was very rough. And then Francois Demachy actually did a good formulation of it in the 2010s. Jamal might stop giving his rose. Something could happen to Jamal. The brand gets bought out by the usual suspects. Yes, I'm going to go after Jubilation 40, I think, says Jonathan. I want to sample it first. I'm waiting for Greggy Boy to get it. Hello, Rachel. How are you? Terroir might change. You're in your Andy Tower era, says Rachel. I am. I've been in my Andy Tower era for a while. I bet Jamal is prideful of his namesake. Listen to my Madabra. He won't stop. Probably. Sale of Chanel. I can see that happening. Like, I can't afford to prepare for a Chanel buyout. The descendant of the founder of Hermes just left his will to his gardener. Anyone heard this? Yes, I have. There's definitely been some there's definitely been some conjugal visits going on there, hasn't there? I wore John Paul Gaultier Essence de Parfum to bed last night and took a shower in the morning. I could still smell it. They don't make ducks or perfumes like they used to, says Steps. Hello, Rachel. I trust you fixed the security tag issue with your code for the winter. I have not. Still waiting 8 years. Dope, says Silver Panther. Jubilation 40 isn't what vintage Jubilation 25 folk will want. The twists are cool, but performance is just as bad, if not worse. Welcome, Michael John. How you doing? I love my 2019 Fahrenheit, says Frank. You were supposed to watch a YouTube video on removing security tags. Remember the fork? The fork, says Silver Panther. The fork! Should I buy a 40mm mini of Balenciaga Pour On for €30? You could do. Yeah, €30 for a 4mm mini. It's that good. I love it. I love it. I have that video saved, but I'm giving the brand some extra time to do the right thing. But on January the 1st, 2024, I'm trying myself. All right, Rich, back to football. Have a good day. Cheers, Jonathan. I think I'll wear on taste tomorrow. It's been a while. I think I've worn on taste this week. I do believe it. I'm just eating a whole bag of marshmallows, says Ashley Bissett. Good grief. Sugar rush incoming. Jonathan, I look forward to watching more of your vids after I grade about 300 5-page essays over the next couple of weeks. Goodness gracious me. And taste is great in the cold. Yeah, I think it's a winter fragrance. It's got a lot of Balenciaga Hohan Club about it, hasn't it? That and Balenciaga Pour On. Similar fragrances. Richie G's raging that I told him his watch is on sale for £100 cheaper than what he paid for it. Oh dear. Sorry, Richie G. I know Stuart wants to get going. What's the smallest size vintage and taste comes in? But I've only just seen it for 100ml. I've only seen it in 100ml. I haven't seen any other size on Monday. I'm not doing anything. Maybe I'll stink up the house with Koros. Good man. Good man. Actually, don't buy frags in the midst of a sugar rush. I've made that mistake. It's a smaller size vintage on taste. Is Hohan Club not... Is Hohan not Hohan Club worth seeking out? I wasn't a fan of Hohan, to be honest. I much preferred Hohan Club. Damn, I'd love a 30ml of it. Thanks anyway. I know I could certainly get messy. It's getting cold enough here to start getting animalic, says Frank. Frank's getting Frank and Malik. I'm not sure that fucking works even remotely, to be honest. Oh, what shall I wear tomorrow, my friends? I might wear Cuir de Lucy. No. My vintage Cuir de Lucy with the cheapest cap in the fucking world. Oh, look at the colour of that juice. It's so thick. It's so thick. Richie G's fucking foaming. Oh no. Is Koros Sport any good? Koros Sport. Eau de Sport. Because there's a couple, isn't there? The Eau de Sport from the 80s is quite nice, but I just thought if I'm going to wear Koros, I'm going to wear the proper one. I didn't like the Fraîcheur with the pineapple. Speaking of fruity, here's Jura Rose. Hero Rose, what are you doing here? How was your spicy ramen? Yeah, welcome, Keith. All the celebs, all the stars are coming out now. Thumbs up for queer, says Rachel. Rachel says thumbs up for queer, and then Jura Rose appears. Manly Sense, good evening. Pulp Ephemeral, beautiful. Pineapple in Sport, oh, the fresher, yes. Speaking of fruity, says Frank. I was bullied, says Jura Rose. What were you bullied at? What do you mean? Who bullied you? Oh, Ashley Bissett wants more marshmallows. Oh, dear. Descendant of the Absurd says, I see, fair enough. I'd seen it around and worried it was worth getting something to try. Well, you can try it and see if you like it, because if you like it and it's your money, you can get it, you know? But, all three nurses are here, says Frank. Keith is wearing Van Cleef and Arpels pour on. I might wear my bally masculine tomorrow. Hi, Steph and Rachel, says Manly Sense. I don't know. Love it, Nick, says Manly. Lovely to ease you again, says Joe Rose, who's been going around easing strangers. Oh. Queer the Russie. Fuck. Oh, it's so fucking outrageous. If you're capable in the kitchen, handmade marshmallows are amazing and kick-ass when compared to store brands. Queer de Russie, says Brody. Queer de Russie. That is the joke. I might wear Jubilation tomorrow. I struggle with Montry. Fragrances for a sugar crush. I think I'm going to wear Epic Man tomorrow, says Stuart. I need to do a fragrance rotation video tomorrow. And then I need to do the Neil Vermeer Fragments series the day after. Steel Notes 459. Steel Notes. I think I'm going to wear Epic Man tomorrow. Where's Latin Gangster? Essay. Epic is beautiful. Oh, it's fucking warm in here, like. Wearing Perfume H Smoke this morning. Really like it. I want to smell these Perfume H's. Have you got any samples? Duck. How can you even compare any of these to vintage Queer de Russie? What have you done with Duck, says Rachel. Don't you know I'm logo, says Nick. I've seen them done before using natural colouring. I bet that would be lush. Maybe beautiful, not the right description, but it's a great one, says Frank. Epic. It could just be epic. Rachel is outraged. She's not having it. Where are you from, Essay? Do you write Essay? Preparation H pour on. Preparation H? What's that? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. It's so warm in here. It's so warm. Okay, so preparation H is for piles, says Tim Wilcox. Good grief. I have a queer from the 80s and I'd kill to have the real vintage. Outrageous. Well, that queer I've got there is from the 80s as well, so that's nice. Dying to find the original. The original would just be too much. I mean, I can't imagine what it smells like now. I mean, it's talking about 100-year-old bottle. Like, I don't know where you would have to have kept that for it to be for it still to be in good condition. Even after many years as a gay man, every time I hear someone say queer, my head turns automatically, as if they're talking to you. Drew, I was here earlier, but had to call my mother, says Yoshi. How is your mother? I hope she's alright. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to wear tomorrow. None. Alan, does it turn west? Strange. Strange gay talk. This Invasion Bar is drying down fantastically, says Pat. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a brilliant fragrance. That will be in my top 10 purchases of the year. The Invasion Bar. Zerjoff sounds good this time of year. Zerjoff doesn't sound good at any time of year. Poor duck. No idea what to wear. Only 400 fragrances. May need a new one. Do you have any MDCIs? Just Invasion Bar. I've got some samples which I want to do videos on. Before heavy elements of 42 milliway stars. Amber at top cappy, not an amber, says Rose. Mostly wearing Oud Maracuya lately though. Yoshi, I wasn't here earlier, says Jura. Duck, maybe wait and see what the weather is like tomorrow. That is usually what I do. That is usually what I do, is buy another perfume. I honestly don't know. I'll need to inquire further. Okay, friends. It is time for the 2-hour exit, Divine. Divine. I am going to go. I am going to go and I am going to relax. Got a bit of a headache. It's very warm in here. Rich 2 sex, says Jura. What is wrong? 90% of ouds, not an oud, says Dashley Biss. I would say it's higher than 90% of ouds. Let the llamas say goodbye. Everybody's met the llamas. But anyway, I'm off. Thank you very much for watching, friends. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you to Andy who donated. Thank you to everybody who liked and watched and commented, and even those who didn't. And I know you're out there. So, we demand llama, says Nick. Fine. I'll get the llama. Hold on. Oh no. His lettuce is out. He looks enraged. He looks absolutely enraged without his lettuce. But it's his celery. Is it celery? Or is it lettuce? It's some kind of shrubbery. Get this llama in. There you are. There he is. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Good night, says the llamas. I hope you have enjoyed it. Hope you have had a nice time. And I hope to see you all again soon. Maybe Monday. Usually Monday I do a stream on, don't I? That's right. Okay, I am going this time. Good night.